use in this vlog is I've got this apparatus here, and because I'm a runner, and let me just be honest to say I'm definitely not endangering anybody's record. I'm a bit of a plodder, but I like it. So that's the first thing about exercising, is if you don't like running, then don't run. I've watched so many videos on how to be fit and how to get a six-pack, because I wanted a six-pack. I'm not showing you, I don't have one. So I'm 61 years old. I know I don't look it, but I feel there's a niche for this age group. I feel generally, I'm starting off this vlog, I'm already at quite a high level of fitness, relatively speaking, but I want to, my goal is how far can I go? And the vicissitudes of training, up and down. Sometimes I'm very disciplined, sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I think, I've had it, I don't feel like it anymore. And then I start up again. And I think this is normal. So I think I can do an experience on working out and training. Yeah, some of these trainers, how to get shredded. And this guy's got this body. He's like, think, how am I ever going to get that? So now I'm fairly average build. On cursory observation, I don't look too bad. But I feel like I really need to grow. When you want to go for a run, people always say, how do you avoid getting injury? So the way I do it, I'll show you now, is let me just move this to a better position. So I saw on, excuse my body and no head, I saw on Facebook once somebody did 100 squats a day challenge, and I did it. So I did it for a few weeks, and then actually I got sick and tired of it. But what I've continued to do the squats. So before I go running now, I'm going to do not 100, I'm going to do 50 squats. So I'll edit this later, but here goes, 50 squats, and then we'll go running, okay? Let me just put this up a little bit so you can see my head. Okay, still learning how to. Okay, so what's the purpose of that? I think it prevents injury. It's my theory. I'm not an expert, but my thighs get a really good workout, strengthening, and my knees, muscles around my thighs and my support. The other things you can do also is I've got a skipping rope. Okay, 200, 50 squats, 200 skips. My body is starting to sweat. My heart rate is up, and I've now warmed up my calves and my Achilles tendon, all the areas that can get hurt, strengthened my thighs and my knees. I think this is a very effective way to get ready for running. So just catch, all I'm going to have to do now is catch my breath. I'm going to stick my shoes on, and then we're going. How many times a week do you go running if you're 61? So that is a very individualistic question. So I've had my warm-up. Now I'm jogging out. There's a lot of things we need to talk about. The kind of shoes I'm wearing. What about diet? How about weight control?
these things are all issues when you're running. So we'll talk about all of these things. And this is not just about running. This is about general sort of how to get your body into good shape while you are running or training. So this is actually part of my training program. So what I want to say from the outset is my training program is at the moment 2 to 3 times running a week. Now that's just at the moment, because I was running for a while and then I quit. I got lazy, and so you've got these cycles. So I went through a cycle last year, and I got up to, I think it was 14 kilometers in one run, and that wasn't particularly quick. I was kind of plodding a bit, and but I was going for the distance. And then I was doing a lot of discussion around speed, running pace. So I'll talk about that as well. Okay, just done 2 kilometers. So my second kilometer I ran at 7 minutes a K. So now my average is 8. 7 minutes a K is jogging, but it's a good jog. You can still talk. I'm doing it now. You can still talk. Not sprinting, not killing myself. I'm heading towards that bridge there. Alright, we've done 3 Ks, but I feel good. So you see that building over there? That's the 4K mark. I gotta push through to that one. Why not? Okay, this is the 4 kilometer mark. So just a little assessment. How am I doing? So the first kilometer, what I usually find is if I do the squats and the skip, I've been doing skipping for a long time. Oh, just a word about skipping. It's a skill. It takes a while before you can skip smoothly. You've got to practice it. So just remember that. Then the squats is quite new. I responded to a challenge I saw on Facebook, and I really see the benefit of those. I can feel it strengthening me. Now the thing is the first few times I went running after squatting and skipping, my legs felt very tired, because I actually had a pre-workout and but I thought, no, I think it's worth persisting. So I carried on with the squatting and the skipping. Now today I could feel it in the first kilometer. You can still feel that your thigh muscles, and you feel a bit tired, and but actually as the run progresses, I feel that I feel stronger. It definitely makes a difference it's a strength training, so it really did make a difference. I can feel it. So here at 4Ks I'm just walking a little bit. I don't normally do that. I usually like to push through. But actually, to be honest with you, I don't think it's absolutely vital. Also, when you first run, what I did when I first started running after a long break is I started to walk. I had my run. So for 200 meters I walk. For another 200 meters I jog very slowly, and then 600 meters do the rest, and then maybe the last 200 push it a little bit, then stop and walk. So the walk run thing definitely is a good way to go. You should do that. If you're not fit enough, that's how you get into running. So here's the building I was pointing out before. So I've been walking another sort of another 200 meters here or something, so that I can chat. So now I'm going to shut this off, and I've got to do the 4 kilometers back again. So let me turn this off and it's back to work. Took me a couple of minutes there to get my camera back on track, so now I've lost a whole lot of time. Anyway, that just means the next kilometer is going to be pretty slow, which is fine, doesn't matter. We're just busy getting our training regime together, and that's okay. So alright, it's 4 kilometers back. I'm going to put my head down and work a bit. Just past this bridge on the way back. So it's 5 kilometers, and got another 3 to go. So my average pace is 7 minutes 13 seconds. So I would have liked it to be below 7, but it's okay. I was relaxing. So the last couple of kilometers I felt very strong. That's a good sign. So one of the things we can talk about is what happens to those bad days. And 2 things I can mention is every time I hit a kilometer, I turn the gas off a little bit, which is why I'm talking now, and then I'll build it up again. It really works for me. Also, I look at an object in the distance. I can see something orange far ahead of me. There's also a pier. I think that is close to the 8K mark. So I work from object, I keep it in sight, and I focus on that. Here we go. 57 minutes, which is quite slow. But so there's things that I think are important to look out for at the end of a run. So I've often done runs, gone back home, and basically collapsed for the whole of the day afterwards because I ran too hard. So you need to assess how you feel after a run. Everybody wants to do well, and if you're running at a group, you can overdo it. So my point to you is, when I get back home now, I want to feel fine. Okay, after my run, I'm going to get myself a drink from the local shop. 早上好。你好。你好，你好。啊，哦，这个 my favorite， 这个是没有常识，在哪里？这个颜色？
这个颜色，
这个颜色
西柚，
，pink， 英文 pink，
知道吗？英文？知道。
没事没事。